What's up, you guys? My name is Yugituber, profiling here on the Kiko25's channel. Thank you very much for the upload, Kiko. So I'm here to profile the deck I like to call Gravekeeper Lockdown Burn. So here's the thing, I'm not a meta player. I'm not a meta player by any extent of the imagination. If you get on my channel expecting meta decks, you're not going to be too satisfied. I like profiling decks no one gives a chance, or profiling decks no one's ever heard of. My buddy Averlar32, who posted on Kiko's channel a couple of weeks ago, shouted me out about Jowgen Burn, which is a deck I did create. I did not create this deck. This deck originally was created in like 2011 or something like that. And I took my spin on it and updated it, for the list and all that. It's been testing very well against the meta. I made sure in my side deck that I would have no real, per se, bad matchups. So we're going to go on the main side of the extra. I'm going to explain how to play the deck and some of my choice techs when I ran the things I ran, and we'll get into it. Alright, you guys, so we'll start off with 3 card car. Basically using any rogue deck, any kind of lockdown deck. It's a free +1. Your summons don't matter too much. I mean, they do, but you can afford to play card definitely. 2 common, not 3. 3 gets a little clumpy in this kind of deck because this is a lockdown deck, that just happens to play Gravekeepers in it, basically. 3 Spy, 3 red Spy. I think the Spies look great red. But anyway, so this is your God card, basically. It's your card you always want to get to. 2500 ass, and then if you get this effect off, it's even better. 3 Recruiter, because it helps thin through your deck into which of the Black Forest or Gravekeepers. I will always play 3 no matter what variant of Gravekeepers. 1 Descendant. Not 2. Sure as hell not 3, because you never play 3 in any build. But basically, this is not a typical Gravekeeper deck by far. So, you only need 1. I only like 1. And so then I got double Guard, because Guard, I like Guard. I mean, I was originally playing 3 Guard, but I found that I was kind of clumpy with other cards I wanted to add into the deck. So I just went down to 2, and I like 2. It's a nice 2400 wall. The whole point of this deck basically is getting your big walls up and then just locking your opponent down from there, and I'll explain later why it's called Burn. So, spells, Double Valley, not 3, just 2. 1 Tribute, I figured all I needed was 1 Tribute, so Economy figured that as well. Double Stell, it's always nice to get your cards back, it's free +1. So here is the burn aspect of it. Triple Wave Motion Cannon. This is the card to search for, this is the card you need to get to. 8 turns past, boom, you win the game, flat out. So, need 3, clearly. Plus it's nice Typhoon bait. I actually love when people Typhoon this, because you Typhoon this and it paves the way for cards like this. Triple Messenger apiece. I was thinking of playing a level limit in here. Well, I just don't have a level limit on me, but I also don't think it's completely necessary, because you're going to get to this card. You have, dualities, you have cards, you have other draw power I'm going to show here in a sec. You don't really need any more, I guess, attack lockdowns, whatever you want to call it. The messenger piece is just broken, especially in this kind of deck where it's like, okay, you're telling me that for 100 life points each turn I can prevent any attacks, basically, because something tells me that with my 2500 Spy sitting in defense position, your monster that has 1400 less attack is not going to be able to get over it by battle. Just a hunch. I got triple Prohibition just because I was originally not playing this. Shout out to Exodia the Tormentor, because he was the guy that convinced me to start playing this. I really liked it just because, okay, Prohibition, Typhoon. Okay, now if I have Prohibition and Skill Drain, there's a good chance I'm winning that game. Because odds are I'm going to get into my walls, or I'm going to draw my walls, which is my Spies, Recruiters, Guards, etc., or I'm going to draw into a Messenger piece very soon. So, and with Recruiter being able to thin the deck, with Spy being able to thin the deck, there's a very good chance I'm going to draw into my combo pieces very soon, and from there I'm just going to continue locking you down. Triple Shard, because in Wave Motion Cannon decks you never play Upstart. This is my Upstart, for lack of a better term, but it's another +1. Your deck's all about little +1s that really just gain you the advantage. You got Triple Duality, because it's great. Consistency is awesome, and Dark Hole, because Dark Hole is really good. I don't play Book, I don't need to. So we go with Traps, just 5 traps. Triple Skill Drain. People are like, why would you play this? You can't use Spy, you can't use Guard, you can't use Descendant, blah blah blah. Guys, my effects do not matter. I'll explain in the side deck why my effects really don't matter. But Skill Drain is all about locking my opponent down. My effects, like I said, don't matter. My Spies and my Guards and even my Recruiters to an extent are all walls. And they're just more and more hurdles for my opponent to get over. And there's a good chance they're not going to be able to get through all of them. Well, there's a very good chance. And last card is Double Bribe. No, I don't play Roll Tomb. I don't really need Roll Tomb. The Prohibitions basically are my Roll Tombs, and they're, continuous. The Bribe is basically for Typhoons and other random shit like that. So I'll go with the side deck, and I'll go in the extra deck. Double Lava Golem. I was kind of hesitant to play this card. I was originally not playing this, but then I thought about it for a little bit, and I was like, well, let's see how this plays. And so I tested it against like decks like Sam's, and where like game one, I remember I played against a Sam player, 2-0'd him. Game one, I just skill drained him first turn, and he couldn't do anything. He went for 1 Typhoon, and I bribed him, and then I drew into Prohibition, and from there it was game. So then game 2, I side in the Lava Golems, and my opponent first turn goes Sheehan. I'm like, alright, that's fine. The next turn, he went Naturibius. Okay, Naturibius rocks my deck. So I was thinking, okay, you know, it's cool. And I drew into a Lava Golem. Okay, sack your Naturibius, sack your Sheehan, Lava Golem. Now I'm going to burn you every turn for 1,000. On top of that, if I have Wave Motion Cannon on the field, which I drew the turn after that, okay, now I have Wave Motion Cannon, plus I have a Lava Golem that's burning you. You're really running out of turns then. So, I love Lava Golem. Double Shaman, because Dark World is a bitch to play against when you're playing Gravekeepers. That's coming from a guy that loves Dark World. Wow. Like, Dark World is just so hard. It's such a hard matchup for this deck. You know, and, well, not this deck in particular, but Gravekeepers in general. Like, this deck, other stuff in the side deck, plus Shamans, plus Prohibition. I got Prohibition Grapha, it's over, pretty much. Double Max C, because Max C is great against decks of Gear Karakuri, you know, decks that just kind of go off. Double Typhoon, not 3. Basically, I didn't have room for a third, but I like 2. Triple Light Mirrors, just, you know, I play Triple Light Mirror, and then on top of that, I play Triple Shadow Mirror. So the Light Mirrors are obvious. Smashes, does a pretty good number on Heretics, smashes Light Swarm, smashes War God, smashes Constellar, smashes any light deck, clearly. I play Triple Shadow Mirror. And again, people are going to look and say, what, you can't even use Recruiter. Why would you play this card? Like I said, guys, my effects don't matter. And the decks I side this in for, you know, decks like Evil Swarm, decks like, I was about to say Burning Knucklers, but they're fire. They look like Darks, though. But you know, decks like Evil Swarm, decks like smashes Dark World, and it's devastating in the mirror match, because like I played GK mirror matches using this deck, no competition, because on top of like me being able to skill drain their spies, because their spies will count, mine don't. So on top of that, with Shadow Mirror in game 2, you're not winning. Because the Shadow Mirror just rocks a lot of decks. And the last card is a tech, Needle Sealing. I really like it. It feels like a torrential that would stay, that I would be able to keep my face down. So I had one game where I was going against Gear Karakuri. Game 1, skill drain locked him out. Game 2, I had a set spy and a set guard, and the guy just went off. He went Brado, and made Scrap Dragon, and I was like, okay, cool, Needle Sealing. Salt. All the salt. So, we go to the extra deck here real quick. If you guys, guys, if you don't have the extra deck, you might as well not play the deck. The extra deck is hands down the most essential part of the deck. 1 Majestic Star Dragon, you know, obvious. 1 Blackwing Silverwind, you know, just, you know, obvious, staple. 1 Stardust, because it's great. You know, playing Stardust grind game is pretty good. 1 Madolche Queen Tiramisu, because it's a great card. 1 King of the Fair Olymps, because it searches a bunch of reptile shit. 1 Bujin, however the fuck you pronounce this card. Shout out to Capricorn 20783. 1 Naturia, really? 1 Exector Exobeetle, because the card's broken in Inzectors. 1 Photon Strike Bouncer, because it's good. 1 Burning Knuckler Lead Yoke, because this card is just such a bitch to get over. And then the cards that... Alright, now seriously, the cards that actually matter a little bit. Key Beetle locking Necro Valley, Key Beetle locking skill... Well, not skill drain, but like Key Beetle locking Prohibition or Messenger, or whatever you need to get over, really. It's a good... Or whatever you need to keep on the field is really good. Dweller, because fuck water. Cowboy, 1... If you go Cowboy twice, that's 1 less turn you have to worry. You have to wait on with what do you call it? With Wave Motion Cannon. Utopia, Gem Knight, aka your Ophion Killer. And the last card is 1 Chimera Tech. I know it didn't main or side any Cyber Dragons, but you know, with all this new Cyber Dragon shit coming out, you know, the deck's really hyped up right now. And so like if you're able to, like your opponent's nice enough to leave a Cyber Dragon and another machine on the field, I mean, okay, Chimera Tech. It's not bad. I've used it a couple of times. I like it. So you guys, that is my GK burn profile. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to go over to my channel and subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. Just do not expect mounted decks, otherwise you won't be that satisfied. I upload daily. Thank you so much for the upload again, Kiko, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.